What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Happy 2025. We made it. Round of applause. We have officially made it to 2025. What's going on? It's your boy, Andre. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I will be the hostess with the mostest, the guy with the rhymes, the DJ that gets it done for you. My name is Andre, aka JediMasterBinkz. That is my alias on it has been my gamer tag for I don't know how long. It's been my gamer tag for as long as I can remember, but I'm glad to have you here. For anyone that is returning, I am so happy to see you in the new year. We're going to get things done. We're going to hop back onto the content train. Latter half of the year, took some time off to really reflect. We hit 500 subs. If you haven't watched the last video I made, there was something in my eye. I don't know if it's my hat or my eye. Anyway, 500 subs. We did it. Round of applause. This year's goal is 1,000. So let's get it. Let's get it done. Let's get into today's topic. Now, new year comes new games. New games are right around the corner. This year promises some heaters of games. Now, I am going to talk about my 5 most anticipated games on the Steam Deck. If you're new here, I run the deck. I'm a deck daddy. Recently heard that term, thought it was pretty cool. So that's me. I'm a portable Peter. Don't know if that's a thing, but I'm coining it. Portable Peter, deck daddy. That's me. I sold my PC last year to get a Steam Deck. Best choice I ever made. And now I am in the deck club. So these games are going to be games that I myself am looking forward to playing on the Steam Deck. So without further ado, let us run through my list of the 5 most anticipated games that I myself am looking forward to. At number 5, we have Reanimate. Now, this is from the studio that gave us Little Nightmares, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's their take on a horror game. It pretty much looks like Little Nightmares, except if Little Nightmares took a left turn down Horror Avenue and then a right turn onto Anxiety Drive, this would be the game that you get. This game from the trailer really screams to me Little Nightmares, but the horror aspect is just so in your face and it looks so wacky in this, but at the same time really kind of engulfs you in kind of that sense of anxiety or fear, or you just have really no idea what is going to get you when you play this game. Now, I myself beat Little Nightmares last year. I've yet to play 2. I'm also looking forward to 3, but that's not on my list. It's just I do enjoy the Little Nightmares series. I enjoy puzzles. I enjoy the atmosphere the game brings. And overall, I feel like this game has captured a lot of aspects of Little Nightmares 1 and 2 and probably 3. But yeah, Reanimate is the 5th game on my list that I am looking forward to. It looks so good. And I myself am kind of a horror person. If I'm not mistaken, last week I have beaten Resident Evil 8, which is Resident Evil Village, but that means this is a little bit of a personal goal. I have now beaten every Resident Evil from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little round of applause for me, kind of a big achievement. Capcom, send me something. Just kidding. Anyway, I digress. Reanimate, looking forward to it. Now, the number 4th game on my list is a game that is coming out, but I guess the base game I have been yearning to play for as long as I can remember now. Elden Ring Night Ring. That got announced, if I'm not mistaken, at the Game Awards last year in December. And this game, I've heard it's like a roguelite. There's co-op apparently. There is a lot of nods to other Souls-like things. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the Nameless King is in the trailer. The traversal looks really cool, but as I previously just mentioned, Elden Ring is a game that I have been yearning to play on the Steam Deck for as long as I've gotten the Steam Deck. Actually, I'd even go past that and say before I got the Steam Deck. Elden Ring is just a game that I've heard runs flawlessly on the Steam Deck, And I know if I was to enter that world and that game, I would jump into the hole and never come out, because I would just be obsessed with builds, finding everything, bosses, the anger. There was so much about that game that I have been like, I'm gonna pull the trigger, I'm gonna buy it. And I just never did, because I know if I do, I will be indulged in the world of Elden Ring. But Night Rain looks so much fun. I previously beat Liza P a year or two ago, and that was my first kind of take on a Souls game, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. And I loved Liza P. It was a great game. The mechanics of Liza P was phenomenal. And when I beat it, I was like, cool, I can take on the Elden Ring now. Probably can't, probably shouldn't, but hey, we're gonna give it a try one day. But Elden Ring Night Rain, pardon me, is a game I am definitely looking forward to. Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, I am currently ripping World, and I have fallen so in love with this game. I'm sure you've heard me talk about it. It was one of the first games I bought on my Steam Deck, and ever since then, I have become acclimated to the enjoyment that Monster Hunter gives people. Before, I was always like, hunting monsters seems kind of interesting. Don't know why it sounds so interesting. Don't know if it's that fun. I get it now. I get it. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I am a Charge Blade main with a longsword in my pocket just in case. But when the Wilds beta came out, I couldn't play it on the Steam Deck, which is big sad. But I went over to a friend's house who had it on their PS5 Slim, and I got to play a little bit of the beta, and mwah, chef's kiss. That game looks phenomenal. Plays very well. The environment was thriving. It was beautiful. And I'm looking so forward. I pray that it's on the Steam Deck, because I would love to play that. But as I mentioned, I'm playing World right now. If you want to roll with me, I'm always down to roll with anyone. I can drop my Steam ID, or it's JediMasterBinkz, as I mentioned. But I'm always down to roll with anyone. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds is definitely on my list of most anticipated games. It looks so much fun. I really hope it just takes what World has done and kind of runs with it, and then takes it to new heights. Now, if anyone is like me and lost their mind when they saw Metroid Prime 4 at the Nintendo Direct last year, then you will know it's definitely on the most anticipated list, because this game is just I've been yearning for Metroid Prime 4 for so long. After the remake of 1, I was hoping Nintendo would drop 2 and 3. Kind of still waiting, Nintendo. I don't know why you guys are holding it out on us, but I need 2 and 3 remakes. The remake that came out, I believe, was it last year or a year ago, was so good, and I loved it. I mean, I've played it before, but just playing the remake again was so good. Everything about the Metroid series. I recently also played Fusion. I beat that last year. I've played Dread. Metroid Prime holds a special spot in my heart. Just Nintendo alone, but Metroid Prime, I'd say Metroid Prime and like Legend of Zelda hold special spots in my heart. So Metroid Prime 4 not only looks very cool, but Sylux being the ultimate big bad, I'm really curious to see the direction they go. We never really got like a definitive date. It only said 2025, so I'm praying it's not till like December 2025 or the latter half of the year. I'm really hoping it's earlier in the year, because I need that game. I want to play it. I want to revisit Samus, and I want to just dive back into that world. And numero uno on thy list is none other than the Ghost of Yotei, or Ghost of Yotei, however you say it. But regardless, this game I am very excited for. I'm currently running Ghost of Tsushima, the director's cut, on my Steam Deck, and I am full-blown just addicted to this game. I played it before. It was that, and The Last of Us 2 were the last 2 games I played on my PS5 before I sold that to get into PC gaming. And I feel like when I first ran through Ghost of Tsushima, I never really appreciated it. I ran through it, got some cool things, and then beat it. I'm trying to think of how I can say which ending I got without really spoiling it in case anyone has ever played it. I got the ending. I don't know how else to really say it without just full blown saying. I got the red armor at the end of the game. That is all I'll say. That is all I'll say. I got the red armor. Anyway, I digress. So I played it, and then as of lately, before I bought it again on Steam, I just had this itch. You know when you have an itch for a game? Okay. You know when you have an itch for a game, but you have a backlog of games and you have games and nothing is really just kind of hitting that itch for you, but you have several games that are like, yeah, this is kind of fun, XYZ, but nothing's kind of just hitting it for you. Ghost of Tsushima was that for me. I had games, I had a backlog, but I'm like, what am I in the mood for? What am I really in the mood for? And I bought Ghost, and that scratched that. That is scratching thy itch, because I don't know what it was, but just falling, like now that I'm replaying it, I am very much appreciating it, and it plays flawlessly on the Steam Deck to bat. It is so good, but I don't think I appreciated it back then when I played it, and now that I do, I am in love with this game. It is so good. The story, the combat, it might sound like I'm glazing this game, but I truly love this game. It is such a compelling story. It really reminds me of Star Wars in a sense. And there is so much about the mechanics that I love the most about Tsushima, but I digress. Yotei looks so good. We have different weapons, if I'm not mistaken. The main character dual wields at one point. I could be very wrong. They have a rifle, and it looks like off rip, they're like a Ronin who's going through and killing people on a list. Now, I've had some talks with some friends about how this game might differentiate from Tsushima, and I think it would be cool. Now this is a theory of mine, so if it happens, you heard it here first. My thought process is the game is going to start, and the main character is going to be a Ronin who's coming from somewhere, and they have a hit list of people they're going to try and work their way up the hit list and kill. Early game, you get to like the mano y mano, and you just get worked. And you know when Batman fought Bane, and then Bane just rocked his shit, and then he kind of went into hiding? I feel like that's gonna happen in Ghost of Yotei. We'll meet the main bad, get our shit rocked, have to like hide away, and then our NPC ally or someone is going to be like, have you heard the tale of Jin Sakai, the ghost of Tsushima? And then the main character is going to hear the tale of Jin Sakai, and then that's how the ghost aspect is gonna come into the game. Just a theory. I would think it'd be really cool. I could be very wrong. Anyway, Ghost of Yotei, the colors of it also just look phenomenal. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I could sit here and I could talk about it forever, but I'm not going to. Ghost of Yotei, I don't know what else to really say. It's my most anticipated game of the year. But guys, girls, ghouls, that's the video. I'm so glad to be back. 2025, new year, new content. This is also the year of the Switch 2. So besides Steam Deck news, y'all are gonna see some Switch 2 stuff as well. When that drops, get ready for content to be pouring out the wazoo. It is going to be Steam Deck news, Switch news, games, reviews. Day one, Switch 2, when it drops, I'm taking some time off of work. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna come here, unbox it. We're gonna do a whole shingding. Guys, girls, get ready. New year, I'm excited. 1,000 subs by the end of the year. I know we can rock it. I know it's going to be fun. I'm excited to see some new faces on the channel as well. And as always, we are continuing it. I will see you all later. We out. Take care.